Well, YouTube, I said I was gonna look into it, and I try to be a man of my word, all right? So I did a little bit of digging when it came to this whole Tom Homan thing and him accepting $50,000 as a bribe and everything like that. Pretty interesting stuff, and honestly, from my perspective, doesn't look too good for him, but we're gonna jump straight into the video.
Tom, I want to give you a chance to address this article that came out over the weekend, and it was on our always reliable MSNBC, and they said that you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts in Trump's second term. The DOJ said they concluded there was no criminal wrongdoing, but nevertheless, that story is out there, and I imagine you want to respond to that.
Pay attention to the verbiage before he answers, right? She didn't mention the word bribe. She just said, hey, look, there's a story out there saying that you took $50,000 from an undercover FBI agent. That's a story. Someone asked you a direct question of, hey, did you take this $50,000 from this undercover FBI agent? Yes or no answer. Also, she said the DOJ, right, concluded that there was no criminal activity. Pay attention to that for later.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I did nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal. And it's hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. And I'm glad the FBI and DOJ came out and said, said that nothing illegal happened and nothing, no criminal activity. You're talking about a guy who spent 34 years enforcing the law.
Pay attention to what she asked. Pay attention to what he said. All right. What people say and how they say it is very, very important. She asked him, did you take $50,000 from an undercover FBI agent? He didn't say yes or no. He said, hey, look, nothing criminal was done. The FBI and DOJ concluded that there was no criminal activity.
I mean, I left a very successful business that I ran to come back and work for a government again. I'm back on a government paycheck. Not only did I sacrifice my family sacrifices, I make sacrifices every day. I got more death threats than anybody. I got a security team around me, but guess what? My kids don't. My wife don't. I mean, I haven't lived with my wife in months because I don't want her to be here right now with all the threats. So after all the sacrifices, after serving my nation for all these years, they want to come on and dirty me up. And it's not going to end. There's a hit piece on me every 2 weeks. But keep coming, because you know what? Tom Homan isn't going anywhere. Tom Homan isn't shutting up.
Tom Homan didn't answer the goddamn question. Did you or did you not take the $50,000? That's what I want to know. You heard it here. He said that no criminal activity was done. He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. Let's jump into Pam Bondi because she could be a little bit worse when it comes to her responses and the answer that she gave when it came to basically being questioned about the whole Tom Homan bribery, I guess.
Of his enemies. So let me start with the shocking allegations of bribery and pay to play. 2 weeks ago, 4 major media outlets reported that Tom Homan, the president's top deportation official working in the White House, took $50,000 in cash in a bag from undercover FBI agents in September 2024, just over a year ago. According to these reports, Homan indicated he would facilitate securing contracts in exchange for money once he was in office in a future Trump administration. Reportedly, this exchange was caught on tape. Rather than pursue this investigation without fear or favor, the department and the FBI under your leadership or that of your predecessor before you confirmed quietly shut it down. Once news broke, your deputy and FBI director issued a joint public statement confirming that the Trump administration closed the investigation. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt denied Homan took the $50,000, telling a reporter, quote, Mr. Homan never took the $50,000 that you're referring to, so you should get your facts straight.
Caroline Leavitt said that he did not take the $50,000, all right? They're saying that there's a tape. And I think it's pretty much been confirmed that it's him on tape taking the $50,000, all right?
So today I hope you can help us get our facts straight. Was that true, what the White House press secretary said when she denied Homan took the money? Did he take the money?
Senator Schiff, as I stated earlier, I was not in office. I was not confirmed when that was handled.
So does that
Deputy Attorney General Blanche and Director Patel said that there was no evidence that Tom Homan committed a crime. Yet now you're putting his picture up to slander.
2 things. He asked, was the White House, Caroline Leavitt, correct in saying that he did not take the $50,000? She didn't answer that question. And don't be fooled. Whenever there's committees, hearings, or whatever, both sides of the aisle, all these goddamn politicians and government officials, they don't answer questions. I've seen enough of these to know the minute they sit in them chairs, they don't answer questions. They can't answer a yes or no. We should put something in place where they have to answer yes or no. But be that as it may, right? She said that they concluded that nothing criminal was done at that time.
Under him.
No, I'm putting his picture up, showing an interview he gave with, I think, Fox, in which he was asked explicitly about these allegations that he took a $50,000 bribe, and he refused to answer. He said he didn't answer the question whether he took the money, so I'm asking you the question. Did he take the money?
Senator Schiff, I answered that question multiple times. And frankly,
Well, I don't think, with respect, I don't think you did. But in case I just didn't hear you, what is the answer? Did he take the money?
Senator Schiff, that happened prior to my confirmation as Attorney General. I said that.
Do you know, sitting here, whether he
All I
took the money?
know is that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and FBI Director Patel said there was no case. And Caroline Levitt is one of the most trustworthy human beings I know.
So
and,
was she?
Senator Schiff,
was she
if
right?
you worked for me, you would have been fired because you were censured by Congress for lying.
You're not Trump. Chill out. Stop with the whole fire shit. Look, I think he took the money. All right? I think he took the money. This still doesn't blow back on him because he didn't say he didn't take the money, which I don't know why he just doesn't say it. And at the same time, during this whole thing, right, he wasn't confirmed. This is before Trump got elected. This is before we even knew Trump was going to win. So all he did was essentially a promise. And as far as we know, unless it comes up later, there has been no deliverance when it comes to those contracts being secured. That's not me making excuses. That's just a fact. But let's jump right into what specifically he could be in trouble for or not in trouble for, because it's a lot more complicated than what people may realize. This right here is 18 U.S. Code 201, bribery of public officials and witnesses. So the reason I brought this up is because apparently when it comes to how bribery is defined and how it's categorized when it comes to public officials and everything like that, there's a strong possibility that Tom Homan didn't do anything criminal and or illegal. For the purpose of this section, the term public official means member of Congress, delegate, or resident commissioner, either before or after such official has qualified, or an officer or employee of person acting for or on behalf of the United States or any department, agency, or branch of government thereof, including the District of Columbia, in any official function under or by authority of any such department, agency, or branch of government, or a juror. I read that to pretty much illustrate that during this time that he may have taken the bribe, I think he did, but it's alleged. I don't have facts on that. During the time that he allegedly took this bribe, he wasn't a public official. Because in September, when he was allegedly taking the bribe, it was before Donald Trump even got confirmed to be the next president of the United States. Don't get mad at me, it says it right there. And we have to understand that when you look at the technicalities of it, because we got to remember when it comes to law, especially when it comes to our government, how they like to use a lot of words to pretty much bind you in a way, we have to be accurate. The term person who has been selected to be a public official means any person who has been nominated or appointed to be a public official or has been officially informed that such person will be so nominated or appointed. The next part I want to go over, and this is probably one of the most important parts when it comes to how bribery is described, right? Whoever, directly or indirectly, corruptly gives, offers, or promises anything of value to any public official or person who has been selected to be a public official, or offers or promises any public official or any person who has been selected to be a public official to give anything of value to any person or entity with intent to influence any official act, or to influence such public official or person who has been selected to be a public official to commit or aid in committing or collude in or allow any fraud, to make opportunity for the commission of any fraud or on the United States, or to induce such public official or such person who has been selected to be a public official to do or omit to do any act in violation of the lawful duty of such official or person. The whole word salad pretty much just reaffirms what I said earlier. He wasn't a public official. Him taking that $50,000, right, isn't a legit promise for him to do what he was, bribed to do. This is all legal right here. He did not do a criminal act. Morally, sure, yeah, we could talk about that all day. No. And don't be confused. Not because I'm pointing this out doesn't mean I agree with it. No, you shouldn't be doing that. And then I talked about this before. It is hard to agree with and or stand with someone or entity when they have things in their closet that makes them look untrustworthy. This being one of them. I don't mind the stuff that Tom Homan is trying to do and everything like that, and I believe that he is actually a patriot that cares about the American people and wants to do what's right. But this muddies the waters. This makes him and everything that he's trying to do look bad. This gives people ammunition, whether they're on the left or the right, doesn't really matter, to invalidate everything that he's trying to do and go, nah, you're a piece of shit. But yeah, so that's where we stand. Funny enough, he didn't deliver on anything that we know of. If he's caught on video doing this, which I think he is, and he didn't deliver, he legit just got a free $50,000. Also, another thing that I kind of want to put in you guys there, right? Does no one find it funny that, you know, they pretty much set up a whole sting operation to get him to like on like some type of bribery case or something like that? Because during that time in September, you know, I'm pretty sure he was in talks with the Trump administration and Trump specifically to be the board of czar and everything like that. Yes, he wasn't confirmed, but still, that was they were in talks about that. It seemed like that was the setup to try to, you know, not justifying it, just something for you guys to think about. Well, you guys already know the drill. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Do you feel like this has any legs to stand on? Do you honestly feel like if this was to be taken in front of the courts, right, that they would have all right to prosecute him in some way, shape, or form based off the information I gave? Not based off your feelings, based off the information, because that's what we got to go off of. Let me know down in the comments below. That's it for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.